Okay, hi class, this is Mr. Tan. Today we're focusing on organisational behaviour and we're looking at which question, please?
P3.
P3. David, could you read the question out?
It says, explain what makes an effective team as opposed to an ineffective team.
Good. What's the first thing we do?
Break it down.
Break the question down. Thank you, Joe. What's the key word here, please?
Explain.
Good. What does explain mean?
Talk about something.
Go into more detail. Let me make this absolutely clear. It does not mean you can write bullet point. It means when you go into more detail, you must write in paragraph format. I was IVing some forms yesterday from other students from another class, and the key word said explain. And I saw it on there, and they wrote bullet points. What does that mean? It means you haven't met the criteria. It means that student hasn't met the criteria because they haven't gone into more detail. Bullet point is not going into more detail. Understand? Good. Okay. What's the next thing we need to find out?
Effective team and ineffective.
What makes
Yeah.
a team effective and what makes a team ineffective?
Okay. And where are we going to find this information out from?
On your class.
Online class. Good. Which slides? Good. On Teams. So, there's 2 slides on the online class, and obviously it's to do with Teams. So I want you to click on, well, don't click on it, I'll show you. If we go to Teams, and that's page 10 on the Teams. This is the slide that you need. This is the slide that you need to answer this question. What makes an effective team as opposed to an ineffective team? So, you tell me, what makes an effective team as an ineffective team? You tell me.
Too many people.
Too many people can be what?
Unmanageable.
Unmanageable, so it's ineffective.
Ineffective.
If the size of the team is too big, then maybe you can't get it done. And why can't you get it done if the team is too big? Too many ideas, too many cooks. David, you're a cook. Do you like people telling you what to do and how to cook your food and it's not correct? Bree, Sharon.
I put my love into my food.
He put his love into his food. He said that. He puts his love. He doesn't want anyone to touch his food. Sharon. Okay. So you need the right amount of people for a team. What would you say was the right amount of people, size-wise?
10.
Depends. Yes.
Yeah, depends.
Depends on the project.
Okay. 80 people.
80?
Pardon?
Yeah, 80.
That's it.
Too much.
That's too much.
60.
That's too much.
30.
Depends on the
20.
It depends on how big the project
how big the project is, yeah.
Depends on the
Okay.
project.
and how big
Okay.
the place is, the workplace.
Okay.
Yeah.
But generally, you don't want too big a team. Anything from, I don't know, from 6 to 12, I think. Predominantly, you don't want the teams too big, even if it's a big project. You want those people delegating to other people, but you don't want too many people in a decision-making
You have to pay
process.
them as well.
The trick is with teams, in matrix-type organisational structures, you want the objective to be achieved. It's all about the objective, okay, the task. So the financial resources will be there. So let's look at this. So, what makes an ineffective team as opposed to an effective team? Well, you need adequate resources, the context. So there are 4 areas. 1, context. 2, composition of the team. 3, work design. And 4, process, how the team does its work. So there are 4 areas which can affect how effective a team is or not. So we look at the context. Firstly, do you have the appropriate resources and financial resources and manpower? Because if you don't have the appropriate financial resources and manpower, then you can't get it done. Okay, Bree? So, do you agree with that or not? Yeah. If you're saying that you want to implement change and you want to have a new machine or a new ordering system, if you haven't got the resources to buy the machine from McDonald's, then what's the point? You're not going to be able to get it done, are you? Do you have the right leadership? Is the leadership there? Is the leadership, I don't know, democratic, or is it autocratic, or is it participative? In a team environment, what type of leadership style do you want? Democratic and participative. Not too democratic. You want some kind of parts where it's autocratic, someone's told to make decisions, but a team is all about people working together. So you want, democratic, participative, maybe charismatic leadership style, maybe transformational leadership style. Okay? Climate of trust. So these are all the factors. The climate of trust can affect it. If you don't trust someone, Kwame, if you said to him, come in at 10 o'clock and I'll meet you here for a meeting, are you going to trust him? No, you're not going to trust him to come in time. You're not going to trust him to come in time, are you?
It's done.
Okay.
Yo.
Wake up.
Yo.
So, there, you know you need a climate of trust. You know that if you've got to rely on someone, you've got to be able to trust them. And their actions speak louder than words, don't they? Yeah. Okay. If you said performance evaluation and reward systems, well, if you don't have a reward system, what's the point in terms of people striving to be better than another team? People striving to achieve. You need to have a reward system. Don't we all like to be rewarded?
Yes.
Do you like to be rewarded, Sharon? How can we reward you, Sharon? Take your shopping.
For shoes. Shoes and handbags.
Shoes and handbags.
Yeah, that will do.
How many pairs of shoes do you have, Sharon? Ooh, can't even count. Can't even count. Okay. Composition of the team. Do you have the right skills and the abilities in the class? If someone came in and you all had to work as a team to achieve something, but that person had never been in management before and just started, but it was in your second year, what are you going to think? You're going to think, oh, hang on a minute, I've learned all this stuff. Do they know what they're talking about? Can I trust them to do the work? Do they have the right skills? Do they have the right experience? When you're employing someone to do the work on a specific task, do they have the right qualities, the right experience to do that? Okay, so personality. You may be experienced, but you may want to fight with everyone. And if you're going to be fighting with everyone and causing too much friction, what's that going to mean? It's going to be ineffective and it's going to be disjointed. Do you understand? You need people to be able to get on. People with the same kind of level of understanding. People with the same experiences. People with the same way of thinking. Yes, ethical ways of behaving. Because if it's not, diversity, size of the teams, we talked about that. Member flexibility, how flexible people are. How flexible you are to maybe stay past lunchtime when you haven't eaten to carry on doing the videos but taking a later lunch. How flexible the team is. You don't have to do it because you can actually take your lunch at 1, but how flexible are you to work with the team to get it done? Okay? Work design, task identity and task significance. If you don't identify what you're trying to achieve in the tasks for the individual people, and people don't know what they're supposed to be achieving, you can't achieve it. Does that make sense? What do I mean by that? Tell me.
If you don't have a goal,
How to go about it.
you're not going anywhere.
Yes, but the goal, understanding, but what do I mean by task identity in the team?
Knowing what the task is and
Yes.
what they're doing.
So he might be the leader of your team, and he might said to do this, this, and this. But if you don't know specifically what you need to do, when you need to do it by, and at what detail and analysis, then how you can't achieve it. You might do something, but it might not be to his standards and expectations that he wants. Understand? So the leader needs to make sure that the task identity and its significance is relevant to the aims and objectives of the team. And he needs to take good control of that. Yes? What about the process? Team efficiency. How efficient is the team being? What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that, Sharon? What do I mean by team efficiency? Stop texting your boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Husband? Or boyfriend?
No, that's not
so,
What did you say?
what do I mean by team efficiency?
How well we can perform?
Yes.
How well we can work together. to
Yes,
perform.
yes, how well you're working, how efficient you're being. What do you think of Tasha's efficiency in terms of completing her tasks, generally? Tell me what you think.
Of her?
Yes, of her.
Not honest.
No.
Tell me, come on, tell me what you think. I tell you what I think, she's extremely efficient. She's very efficient. She says she's going to do something, she does it, and she tries to do it in class. She's busy working, she's busy typing, she's busy working, and she's not wasting time. Why? Because she has 100 kids to look after.
Actually, they're only
She hasn't got time to do the work at home. She's got 100 children to look after. So,
She's busy looking for money.
yes.
Cars to buy and exchange.
Her mind is ticking, her mind is working. Even though I'm talking, her mind is working, her mind is multitasking. She is the most efficient person in the class because she doesn't waste time.
You love to know the
Of course she does. I'm telling you, her mind is efficient. How well are you working? And Sharon, you're laissez-faire, you're just like happy-go-lucky. Whatever comes, comes.